would be Trelawney will come in the beginning of the book after everyone's been sorted. She would come in her own little fashion where she floats in her chair, and she would have this trance-like thing and say that Hogwarts is going to be expecting a unexpected arrival of pitter-patters of little feet kind of deal, and everyone, like all the boys and all the girls, are trying to stay away from each other. And then you have some of these girls who are going to be conniving, and they want to try to sleep with Harry, and that's where the love potion then they're trying to give Harry a love potion or something like that. I don't know. But you find out later the little pitter-patters of little feet is not a human baby, it's kittens. And it would be by Ch.6 and Mrs. Norris. They end up having kittens, and that's where the little pitter-patter of little feet. I know it's a lame idea, but that was the best I could come up with. But if you would put it down in the book, it would be kind of humorous. Okay, that's it with book 5. Book 6, there wasn't too many changes. The only changes I would have had if she would have put the whole relationship with Harry and Snape and that stuff in there, that would have been a little bit of the changes. And I wish she would explain a little bit more about Slughorn, because he was a confusing character. He was a complex character to me, because you couldn't tell if he was a good guy or a bad guy. You know he was preferably good, but you just weren't sure about him. But if those who want to know where, I know someone had asked me when I was going to get to my explanation about the supposed rape in the 6th book. For those who don't remember the scene where you have the slug party, where Harry goes to the slug party, Draco's there, blah, blah, blah. And then Hermione gets invited too, because she's a brilliant mind, and to put one up over on Ron, because Ron has a girlfriend and is snogging her. I'm sorry. Snogging to me does not seem like kissing. It seems like heavy petting, second base or third base or something like that. I'm sorry. That's what snogging is. When it comes to me, that's what it sounds like to me. And the rape I would have had was, it wouldn't really be a rape, it would be attempted rape. You would have had Macmillan, who is the guy who hated Harry and hated Ron for becoming the keeper and all that stuff for the team, and he wanted to play on the team kind of deal. That he ended up trying to force Hermione to kiss, or got a little rough with her, and then she just barely escaped. So that's my attempt. That's where I got this idea that there was an attempt of rape in the 5th book. I know she probably never really thought of it that way, but that's how it came off to me anyway. And that was basically it with book 6. Book 7, yeah, there was a few changes actually in book 7, which is Deathly Hallows. There was a few that kind of confused me. The whole Hallow thing confused me to death, especially when you find out later that Voldemort had one of the Hallows with him the whole time and didn't realize it. I know that was great to say that Voldemort was not as smart as he was, but I did have a better idea with the stone that brought people back to life. I would have had it where, I can't even say his name right, is Zelio Lovegood, I can't even say his name, I would just say Mr. Lovegood, comes upon the stone after being kind of obsessed with the whole Hallows idea, and or he didn't become obsessed until he found one of the objects. He found the stone, and it was right after his wife and his daughter died. I would have had it where Luna died, I'm sorry, but he found the stone, and he found out that the stone can only be used on one person. It can't bring a whole group. It can only bring one person back at a time. And he brings back his daughter, Luna. because I guess he figured his daughter wouldn't blow herself up with potions, I guess. But I would have had that he brought back Luna, and it would have given him more reason why he betrayed, or tried to betray Harry. It wouldn't have been because, well, I know he would have loved his daughter so much that he wanted his daughter back, but I would have had it where it was a little bit more stronger than that, that he already lost his daughter once, he wasn't going to lose her again, and that's why he betrayed Harry. That was the whole idea I had with the stone. And I think the other thing I would have had, and it wasn't with the stone or the hollows or anything like that. It was more with the, it was more ideas with the Horcruxes, because this is where I think she kind of got this from a fan fiction page. I've seen something similar to the whole Ron briefly getting possessed by Voldemort's soul. I've seen this in a fan fiction and I really don't promote these, but I've read it. I'll read them just for fun. It's a Snape and Hermione fan fictions, love kind of smut fan fictions, and one I come across is Voldemort's already defeated, but Ron was in close proximity of Voldemort when they defeated him, and he ended up getting a fragment of Voldemort's soul, and he ended up being possessed, and he tried to